Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wade. Coming to you real quick with some post-draft thoughts. Before we get too deep into it, draft just ended yesterday, so I just want to cover some basic stuff with you guys. I did a little video a couple hours before the draft, so just kind of recap general thoughts. I got a list here of all the players' names, so excuse me if you see me glance down. It's only been over for 24 hours, so don't got all the names down yet. So anyway, first and foremost was Tannehill. I don't want to talk about him. I viewed my thoughts on the whole taking Tannehill at 8 thing before. Not upset that we took him, just upset that we took him as early as we did. That being said, basically everyone's giving the Dolphins a B plus draft grade, and they're all basically saying that the draft was better than that, but because we took Tannehill at 8, the final number on our grade is going to hinge on, obviously his success. Not a guy that most people are expecting to come out and start. They said he's going to be good down the road, but he might need to sit for a year or so. I'm fine with that. I mean, if Matt Moore can play like he did last year, which should be up a little bit anyway under the new offensive system that Coach Phil been bringing in, along with Mike Sherman. So, great. If he can come in and compete and beat out Matt Moore, cool. If not, if he can sit on the bench and learn a little bit and work his way in, a year down the road or whatever it takes, or in case of injury, that's cool too. I'm not going to give up on him just yet, just because I didn't want to draft him that high. One thing I will say, with his, skills at receiver where he played most of his career, he'd be definitely good to have in on some type of wildcat package or something similar. So that being said, we're going to move on now to our second round pick, Jonathan Martin, who I am thrilled about. You guys heard me begging before for Riley Reif. I honestly have Martin rated as the third best tackle in the draft. He's actually so good that I don't know if anybody saw that ridiculous article on NFL.com right after we drafted him. They were talking about, this must be the end of Jake Long. He's coming up in a contract year. Ridiculous. Ireland came out and actually dispelled that. Normally he doesn't sit down on rumors, but he straight said, I plan on keeping Jake Long here for a long, long time. No pun intended. So Martin was taken to play the right side of the line. A lot of the knocks on him, not that there's a ton, but one of the knocks is that his physical toughness isn't up to par, that he's more of a finesse type of guy. Not that he's not strong or big, he is, but they're saying that he's not as good in run blocking and stuff like that. Well, the new system we're bringing on the West Coast is more based for that type of player, the more finesse guy that's going to pull a lot and do stuff like that. So I'm fine with that. He's very solid, very good. I mean, you see how good Luck played at Stanford. It doesn't happen at a great offensive line. So they had the guard who went in the first round of Pittsburgh, and then he came right off the board in the second round. Great pickup. Third round pick, we had Oliver Vernon, who he fell a little bit because he was suspended for 6 games this season in the NCAA. That being said, he's a great edge rusher. A lot of people said it was higher round talent, possibly first round before the suspension. So I don't know what the rumors are about going to the 4-3, if that's true or not. We'll probably end up with some kind of hybrid thing like most teams do now. But he'll definitely be good coming in on, especially on 4th downs, if he doesn't contribute right away as an edge rusher in a 4-3. So hopefully we can get some sacks aside from Cameron Wake this season. We'll see, but it'll be great to have someone on the opposite side. Next up, Michael Ignew, the tight end, who we took in the 3rd round. Michael is, I know we all wanted the receiver. Michael's our new receiver. I know he's listed at tight end and he's going to play tight end, but he's going to split out a lot, kind of similar to, Jesus Christ, I can't think of his name. I apologize. A tight end up in Green Bay. Man, that's going to kill me. I can't think of his name. But anyway, Michael was the best pass-catching tight end coming out of college last year. His knock is that he doesn't block as well. Well, that's not what we drafted him for. I mean, I know he's listed at tight end position. Fasano is going to be there to block. He's going to be catching passes. Very fast, can get separation, amazing hands. Think Jimmy Graham with this guy. He's an inch shorter than Graham, maybe 5 pounds lighter, but same type of player. He's going to be in the seam a lot. He's going to be doing fades to the end zone. Think he's a big guy. He's 6'5", 252 pounds. Very excited about that. I know he isn't quite the stud receiver that we wanted, but he's going to be used in the passing game just as much. Jermichael Finley is the tight end's name in Green Bay. Can't believe I forgot that. All right, so 4th round, Lamar Miller. a lot of people are confused about the Lamar Miller pick. Let me put it plain and simple. The reason Lamar Miller was taken in the 4th round is because he was the best player available on the board. He is essentially going to be Reggie Bush insurance, so to speak. He has almost the exact same skill set, and as great as Reggie did last year, it's no secret. He has a little bit of an injury history going on, and his contract's up at the end of this year. So if they can't agree on something, and Reggie Bush does decide to walk, not hoping that happens, hoping he stays, but just in case, so we got our ends covered with that. He's a very good player. I'll expect a lot of times, especially out of the shotgun, where him and Reggie might both be in the backfield at the same time. Pass catching, obviously, he's not that good at pass protecting. That's one of his big knocks coming out. He also doesn't pound the middle well, which that's not a problem. We have other backs for that. Thomas hopefully can step up in that department, and for the life of me, I can't remember the kid's name we signed out of Canada. Edmund, I think it is. The running back who's supposed to be great, pounding up the middle. So hopefully he's going to take over that. Josh Kadu, a linebacker in the 5th round. I don't got a lot on him. He's not as physical as some of the guys you already have. He's a very quick guy. He's going to be used a lot in pass coverage. He's going to be used a lot in some zone packages. Run one of the middle zones in the field. He's great at flying to the ball, that type of running people down type stuff. So that's more what he's going to be used, and expect to see him in maybe some nickel packages. Definitely special teams. From there, Billy Cunningham was our receiver in the 6th round. I'm going to skip him real quick and move to Keyston Randall, the defensive tackle we got in the 7th round. So Randall is a very physical kind of guy. Probably going to see him, if he contributes and steps on the field right away, it's probably going to be in 4th down situations where maybe we're running the 4-3, put him next to Solai in the middle, eat up some space. Again, a guy that was rated a little bit higher, but had a slide this year because he didn't really have that productive of a year. I don't mind gambling a 7th round pick on a guy like that. It was supposed to have much better talent, and it'll be what it is. If he can't step it up, our defensive line is definitely not in trouble. So he would just have the ability to add something special to it. If so, then that'll be good to see. The reason I skipped Cunningham is we also have another receiver, Rashard Matthews. So we got both of those guys, one in the 6th, one in the 7th round. And they're both very similar kind of guys. They're more possession guys. They're not the biggest guys in the field, not the fastest guys in the field. But they both have good hands. Cunningham actually has, from what I'm hearing, I've seen a couple videos and stuff on him. He's very good in zone coverages. He's very good at finding the holes in the zones and sitting in them. Rashard is a little bit of the opposite. He's actually supposed to be a little bit better at catching the ball in traffic, going up and physical against the corners. His knock is he doesn't really separate that well. So neither one of these guys are expected to replace Brandon Marshall. They're both really going to come in and compete for jobs with the guys you already have, be special teams contributors, hopefully earn some field time. So as of right now, walking into the season, it looks like our starters are going to be Hartline and Bess, and hopefully we can see Ignu in a lot of packages here. Because like I said, I'm really excited about him. Remember, we got Charles Clay, who's also a very good pass catcher we saw last year. And then, of course, Reggie Bush is going to be getting a lot of balls. Hopefully Lamar Miller will be getting a lot of balls. And we didn't really use him that much, but don't forget Daniel Thomas has some hands too. We're going to be transitioning to more of a pass-first kind of offense, which is something new for us, at least lately anyway. But definitely really excited. Overall, great draft. We'll see. Hopefully we can go into training camp. If Tannehill comes out and is everything Mike Sherman expected, great. Let's look forward to seeing the new offense, especially looking forward to Ignu. I might have to grab me an Ignu jersey coming up soon. But let's hope John Martin and Ignu can step on the field right away, make an immediate impact. Let's hope we see something positive out of Tannehill. Maybe he can even earn a starting job. And then from the other guys, let's see them step it up. Hopefully they'll earn jobs and we can earn that B+ draft grade we got. Very excited. Although I'm not super thrilled that we took Tannehill at 8. Wish we could have traded down, still picked him up. Overall, very happy with the draft. So hopefully I can get back to you guys with some more news. Maybe we can make a trade or something like that. Or definitely let you know what's coming out of OTAs when we hear a little bit more about the rookies and all that stuff. So have a great weekend, guys. Sorry I look half asleep. It is like 2 a.m. here. But let me know, what you guys think. If you have any support, questions, definitely get in a conversation if you guys want to see more videos about something specific. Here to help, guys. Take care. Go Dolphins.